Hi, welcome to 3D Leisure at Home with me, Gail Harkness. Just going to run through half an hour of fitness Pilates. So we're just going to be working on your core strength and a little bit of flexibility and mobility work. So all you need is a mat and maybe a little drink and yourself, and that's it. So please work within your means. If anything feels too difficult, you can make it easier. I'll give you options as we go through, and there'll be some balance work. So focus on maybe one little point when you're starting to kind of try to do balance work, so that it just corrects, stops you sort of jumping around, makes it a little bit easier. So nice gentle music, half an hour, and hopefully you'll feel good at the end of this. Any comments, please put them at the end. And if you're doing on catch up, the same, I'll get back to you. And we're just going to start standing up, guys, and then we'll work down onto the mat. So give yourself space to be able to walk out the length of your mat and move anything if you need to move anything just now. So we're just going to start, feet hip width apart, nice and grounded. Take a deep breath in through your nose and out through the mouth. Focus on drawing in that belly button, breathing in and breathing out. Nice long spine as you reach up. Lift the ribs, crown of the head, and then breathing out. And we'll go one more time. Big deep breath in and breathing out. Reaching out to the side, in breath and out, and again in breath through the nose, out through the mouth. One more time, and again. And then we just want to tilt the hips forward and just breathing in and breathing out, and try and lengthen. Take the arm right up in line with the ear. Nice tall back, long neck. Really focus on drawing the belly button back to spine. And then we're going to sit back into the heels. Sit back, lift up the arms on in breath, out breath, come back up. So you want to feel your legs getting active. And again, breathing in and breathing out. So we just want to be lifting the leg forward and back, so sort of swooshing the leg can sort of brush off the mat. So in breath and out, in and out. Try and have the hips level. Again, nice and tall, tummy in extra tight, and change legs. Just warming up the hip. And you'll feel the glute tensing up as you take the leg back. And then we're going to just lift the knee. In breath, lift up, glide the knee out, and out breath. Try and keep your hips front facing. So big little swoop round, in breath and out. And then we'll do the other side. In and out breath. Try and keep, as I said, the chest and the hips facing the front. 2 more. Last one. Okay, so we're going to just, as I said, do a little bit of your balance. So again, we're just going to take 1 foot behind, and we want to just lift everything. Arms, ribs on in breath. Get the leg to tense, get the glute to tense. And then on out breath, next out breath, you want to just lift that leg. So you might want to just stay in this position, you might want to stay down, but whichever one you're doing, we're aiming to balance Lift the leg, but reach the arms forward, and your neck, extension of your spine, so nice long neck. And breathe, natural breathing. If you want to dig back, dig the elbows back on out breath, and in breath, reach forward. You can still have this foot on the floor if you prefer, so you can still do this, just drawing down and reaching up. So keep it going, breathing out and in and out, well done, and in. If you start to look around the room, you'll do what I done and you lose your balance. So again, the other leg back, important that you pick a little point. The minute, as I said, the eyes kind of wander, you usually start to wobble. In breath, onto the toe, lift, get that tummy to tense, and then focus on one spot. And you can come lower with the chest and lengthen the arms. You might feel this leg wobbling. It's a great one for working, getting balance, stability into the ankles. Breathing out and in, reach. Breathing out and in, and breathing out. This is not my good side. Breathing out and in. Last one. And bring that leg back nice and slow. So sometimes you have a better side than the other. So I'm a bit more wobbly on that side. If you need a drink of water in between, just have a drink whenever. And take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, drop your chin down, drop the hands, work your way down towards the mat or onto the mat. Nice stretch for the back. Hang and breathe naturally. If it's easier, you can have your legs bent at this point. Takes a bit of strain off the hamstrings. But if you're okay, you can just push down. Next out breath, we are rolling up, dragging that belly button up, arching the back, and step by step, one little vertebrae at a time, coming back up. Nice and slow, head coming up last. Roll the shoulders, breathing in as you lift to the front, breathing out as you squeeze to the back. And walking out on your next one, guys. So we want to be taking it down, you roll down again. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out, chin down, arms coming down, belly button up. Walk out. Now we're in our plank position, so the bottom is down and the head is extending forward. You can spread the fingers, take pressure off your wrists, make sure your hands are underneath your shoulders. Heels pushing back, bottom down. And you want to have this nice long spine. So you're in your plank position, no arch or bent at bottom there, nice and flat, heels pushing backwards, head extending forwards. Draw that belly button up, you can feel that on the core, and if it's too difficult, drop the knees to the floor, still with the hips kind of forward, no bottom up, drawing in, and then we're going to sit back. So you want to sit back so that the bottom comes down onto the heels, the knees can be spread apart if it's more comfortable, reaching forward, and if you want you can just have the hands relax back on line with each side of your feet, palms up. Allow the body to get heavy on your out breath. In breath and out. And from there we're going to just bring the hands back. We're on fours. And we want to just lean forward with the hips on your in breath. So it's like leaning in, lifting the chest, pushing the hips down. Out breath, bottom lifting up, push it up towards the ceiling and bring the chest down and the head. In breath, pushing forward. Now you can sink lower if you feel comfortable. And out breath, coming back. In breath, you can go low, hips coming down onto the mat and pushing back. And out breath, nice and smooth. And in breath. And out breath. From there we're going to just bring the back into an arch. So we're going to just lift, take a deep breath in, breathe out, lifting up, head tucked under. You can have the arms slightly bent when you drop down this belly button. In breath, head can tip back if it's pain free, just looking forward if you feel any pain. Breathe out, pushing up through the top of the shoulder blades. And in breath, if you wish, you can bend the arms slightly. Out breath, lifting up. And in breath, back. And then we're going to just take it back into sitting on the mat. So we want to lean back, drawing that belly button in tight, guys. Hands forward, take a deep breath in and sink back. Keep the chin up, space of an apple underneath. And hold and breathe naturally. The lower you are with the back as you come down, the harder this will be. So if it's too difficult, you can come up. Keep holding, get that tummy to really, really squeeze down. So we're going to have a quick little mini stretch, hands on the kneecaps underneath. Breathe in, lift up through the nose. We're breathing in, breathe out, sink back into that curl of the back. Breathing in, lifting up, and breathing out, sinking back. And then we're going to just sink back again, hands forward, take a deep breath in, breathe out, bring it back, and then we're just going to lift one leg on out breath. So breathe out and in, out and in. As you lift the leg, really squeeze in the belly button as you breathe out. So out breath and in, and in. If you want to make this harder, lift the legs and do the same. Breathe out and in, out and in. Really squeeze. And again, bring the legs down if they were up. In breath, reach up, push the chest forward now and lift the head up to the ceiling, get a bigger arch into that back and then sink back, tummy in, round in the back, chin down. In breath, lift the chest, squeeze the shoulders back, lift the head, and out breath. Again, round that back, stay in this position. Allow the head to drop down and feel the stretch down the back of the neck. And nice and slowly bring it back. So we're going to take it into a little lift of your hips here. So the hands are facing forward. If you're on last week, we did last week. So we want to be pushing up with the hips. So we lift and take the body nice and flat. Look down the body, chin down, push up through the shoulders. Feel a big stretch across the front of the shoulders and the chest. And if you want to make this harder, lift onto toes and then come back down. So lift onto toes and come back, lift up. So we want a nice flat tabletop. Ooh, feeling this on my shoulders. Breathe out, breathe in, breathe out and in, and bring that bottom back down. Such a big stretch for the front of these shoulders. We'll give a little roll out, give a little stretch, give a little hug and squeeze out. Give a little hug and squeeze. And from there we're going to just take the two legs up in the air. So we want to be lifting up to tabletop with the legs, reaching up. And if it's too much, take the hands back, breathe out, lift the legs, squeeze the belly button, breathe in, down, breathe out, breathe in. So reach and really work this belly button, squeeze it back. So navel to spine, really squeeze. Get those toes pointing. And then we're just going to hold up. Hold and reach. So tough. Really squeeze this tummy in, guys. And bring it back. Stretch on in breath, chest up, shoulders back, out breath. And relax. So we're going to take it into lying down position. So we want to lie down, resting the head and the legs in line, toes and hips and shoulder. So when you look down your body, everything is in line together. And we're just going to lift one foot, flex on out breath, lift on out breath, take it down and in. So breathe out, out and in, out, out and in. Making that more difficult, lifting the two together and back down. Breathing out and again, making that more difficult, hand extended, lifting on out breath, in breath down. So you're pushing up onto the elbow, stretching down, hips forward. So you're slightly onto the hip on the floor, pushing down into the mat. Breathing out, the legs are slightly back and up. And we're going to hold up and pulse. Out and in, out and in. Reach. Hold. Keep that big stretch. And bring it on to the other side. So we're just lying down. Make sure that you feel the tummy drawing in. If you take this hand away, then you would be tipping forward. So breathe out, flex the foot. Breathe out, point and in breath. Out, out and in. So out and in through the nose. Breathe out, out and in. Two leg lift. Breathe out and in. So just make the hand that's on the floor like a gentle, so you don't want to be pushing really hard. You just want this, so it could be fingers on the floor for balance, work from the tummy. So draw in, and if you take the hand away from supporting the head and push up onto the elbow, that's your most difficult. Breathe out and in, out and in. So really stretch as if you're stretching down towards the ankle. And again, holding up and pulse. Breathe out and in, out and in. Stretch. Woo. And hold up. And relax. We're going to come up into a full arm. So we're going to come up into full arm, and we want one foot, the top foot, in front of the other one, and we push up into our plank. If this is too difficult, take this bottom knee onto the floor. So we're just lifting, make sure your shoulder is directly above the other one, stretching up. And you can either do down and up here with the knee on the floor if it's too hard, or push in. If you want to make this a little bit harder, a little bit different, we bring this top hand over. So we turn our body side on at the top, and the feet are in exactly the same position. We breathe in, we drop down the hip. We breathe out, we push up. And you really feel this into the obliques, the waist. Push. And if it's too hard, knee onto the floor. So this bottom is still hips pushing up and down. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. One more time. And bring the leg down. Swapping over, guys, to the other side. So we're coming into the side plank first. Top leg in front of the bottom leg. Pushing up into a perfect plank. Hip up. And again, you can breathe in and breathe out. In and out. And you can stay with this or with the knee on the floor. And from there, bring the hand over, move the other hand back slightly so they're in line together. And breathe in, drop down, hip, breathe out, push up, or with that knee on the mat. So really tough. Breathing in, breathing out, push up, draw that belly button in, keep working it. In breath, and out, and in, and out, and bring that back down. So just going to do a quick stretch for the waist, legs 90-90, one bend to the front. You can have your foot tucked in if it feels more comfortable. Bring your hands again round to the side, lift the chest up. Feel that stretch even on the outer part of your thigh. And then we can come down, if you wish, onto the elbows, and you can rest your head. And again, if it's not enough of a stretch for the waist, walk your hands back, sink down. On out breath, you're trying to get heavier down towards the mat. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. And from there, we're going to change it. Come up, swivel the legs round. So we want the other leg to the front. Hands coming round, lift the chest, lift the head, push forward from your hip. Get a stretch on first, and then you can drop down if you wish. Dropping down, rest in the head. Nice big breath. And then we're going to come back up, and we're going to take the legs to the front. So we're going to try and lift these legs. So I'm going to hold underneath the lower part of my legs or around your ankles, whichever you prefer. Hands underneath. Try and get your balance and try and lift the legs up. So we're going to split these legs. Lifting the chest on out breath, in breath back. Breathing out, we lift the chest, If you lose your balance and you come down, don't worry about it. Just try and come back up. So we breathe. You can even bend the legs on in-breath and breathe out and take them up. So you bend and stretch, or you can take them in and out. Breathing in, and if it's too hard, hands back behind you on the floor and just work the legs and the tummy. So either in breath and out, and in and out. Hold, lift that chest. Excellent. And then bring the legs in and squeeze the knees down on out breath. In breath, hold. Lift the chest, out breath, squeeze the knees down, stretching your inner thighs. And we've already stretched the waist, so we're just going to cross the legs and just do a little torso twist, opposite hand on your knee, either fingertips or flat palm if possible behind, and out breath, lift the chest on in breath, out breath, twist back. Look behind over the shoulder if you can, and if it hurts on the neck, turn the head just to the side, take the pressure off. Change in, take a deep breath in, lift, breathe out, twist, and bring it back to the front. Breathe out, push out, drop your chin down. And bring the chin back up, hands behind. Take a deep breath in, breathe out, push away with the hands, and then lift, stretching the chest, front of the shoulders. And let's loosen off the neck. Head over to one side, fingers and palm, pushing into the mat, preferably the palm. And changing it, take a deep breath in, breathe out and squeeze down. You'll feel this lovely stretch. So good if your neck is holding any tension, and across the top of the shoulders. And then we're going to just drop the head down, fingertips, interlock your fingers, just rest them on the head, allow the elbows to close in a little bit. And if it's too much of a stretch on your neck, take the hands away, put them back on your legs. Just allow this head to drop down. And last of all, legs extended. Lift, chest, hinge from the hips on in breath. Breathe out, push forward, lifting the chest. Breathe in, lift. And breathe out, push. And then drop down, allow the head to drop down. And you can push your bottom back and just relax. Allow your head to get heavy, hands can be where you're comfortable. Feel this right down the spine, back of the neck, try and work your way down. Breathe. And nice and slowly come back up. And thank you so much for joining me today. Hope you enjoyed that, and go on to have a fabulous day. Take care. Thanks again, and bye.